So it's the end of the year. Like this
Fucking
is
right.
coming out a week before the new year. What a great time to sit back and reflect on. We had a pretty good year in gear in 2022.
It
In
was.
some cases.
It was.
Yeah, there was some definitely a lot of cheeks out there,
Some
but
shit.
there's some like really cool stuff. Well, since you brought it up, you want to discuss some of the worst of 2022?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Almost the entirety of the XFL.
I was gonna say.
I said the
I
whole
remember
ass
that.
XFL. The
Not
whole
good.
ass XFL.
Not very good. There's a couple okay ones in there,
Yeah.
but most of it not great.
The Flames reverse retros having a fucking gift bow at the bottom of them. Oh, yeah.
How do you take the Flames? One of the best. I mean, even a couple years ago, before they went back to what they're rocking now,
Yeah.
they were good.
Yeah, they were fine. They just got rid of the black, and now it's the Al McInneses again, which are great. But it's the Calgary Flames. You have a Mount Rushmore coolest name and coolest logo in sports.
Even the horse, like I don't like the Flaming Horsehead, but
No,
even that
but-
not as bad as their reverse retro this year.
Yeah, you can't tie a knot at the bottom of your sweater.
The Rams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were
I didn't
looking
realize-
at that
I
yesterday.
didn't realize how terrible their gear was until I watched them play, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, "Yeah, it looks like they got two bananas on their head." And I was like,
Yeah.
That logo, man. Like,
Yeah.
why would you fuck that up? And they should have just gone back to the Dickersons.
You would think.
That's it, dude.
Well, you figure
and the gradient number.
the
Yes.
the closest the Rams have gotten is like in the Super Bowl where they're wearing basically the Dickersons
Yeah.
only modernized.
Right.
And they're not great, but like that's the one you go, okay, I can fuck with that.
Yeah, dude. And it's just the shiny texture on the numbers. It also didn't help that they're across the field from Denver yesterday on the Christmas Day game. And Denver just, please stop. It's not 1997 anymore with this shit.
Wasn't it the Browns or someone that had really gross gear? It was someone with orange in their team. It wasn't Denver. It was another one. recently
It'll come to me. It'll come to me. But
I
yes,
just remember seeing something and you were like, yeah, gross.
it'll come to me. But I know the game you're talking about. I'm just trying to remember who the teams were.
Bears, maybe?
The Bears
The
did
Bears
at one point this year wear an all orange helmet and jersey combination that was just a debacle.
That's too much.
Excuse me. Yes, it was awful. That's meant to be like an accent color and a secondary color, not your primary. Chicago, get your shit together.
The Browns are the only ones who can do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hate the brown shit. I love when they wear the orange pant, even though I used to kind of sentimentally fuck with the Browns because they were a loser team, but I can't anymore.
Can't no more.
You know what? I like the Browns.
They're in your division though.
Oh, I don't like the Browns.
Yeah, and they also have a rapist at quarterback.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
exactly,
true. Oh,
exactly.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I checked out of them.
Gross.
Um,
They overpaid a rapist.
yeah, highest paid
Allegedly.
quarterback in league history. Yeah, allegedly to 26 different women. So, yeah.
There were some of the baseball ones that were kind of cheeks too.
I'm trying to remember all the because
I remember the California one
city-
you guys were saying, the Golden Bridge. Cause
oh
the
yeah,
sleeve
that was last
cool.
year.
Oh, that was
those
last year?
City Connects were last year.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, I
trying.
thought they were this
So
year. I'm so
We
confused.
got well. It's
I'm
I
calling
could
dibs on the cherry blossoms. I don't care if they came out last year. I like them.
no, they came out this year.
yeah. I could
did they?
I could see why you would get it confused because for some reason they only release 7 a year.
Exactly.
I mean,
It's fucking stupid.
it's easy to like forget what came out.
Yeah.
On the City Connects, the Rockies ones were pretty cheeks, only because
was
they were the
gonna say-
Rockies.
I was gonna say I thought they were cool with the green and the mountain.
It was the helmet, or not the helmet, the hat for me that fucked it up. Those were okay. They weren't
Ooh, what
great
about
though.
the grill? The
But-
baseball grill.
I was
Brewers.
just about to. The Brewers were kind of booty, but that grill was so fucking cool.
yeah.
That grill was so cool. Put the grill on the hat, and I would have bought like 12 of those suckers because that's just so fucking dope. But other than that, that can get the hell out of here.
So let's
Um,
swing positive because I don't want to dwell on the negative here because we did get a lot of great gear and I'm going to stay right there in the City Connects and I don't know if this was my favorite, but the Padres City Connects, I fucking loved the Padres City Connects.
Those were dope.
Yeah, they're good.
Anytime you can have like the mint green color, and again, everybody's gonna bitch. Oh, well, it's not typical Padres colors. Look, dude, those were fucking sweet. It's just a different look, man. If you could pull off colors like that and still look cool, good for you.
And again, like the
And-
whole idea is City Connect and that video we did got a ton of people from San Diego going, no, dudes, you guys are wrong. This is very San Diego.
Yeah.
And if people in San Diego are geeked about it and saying this is San Diego, then
Yeah.
I
Who are we to
concede.
say?
Yeah. You
And-
know better than us.
Yeah, and I liked the way they looked.
You know
just
what we're gonna tell you?
Yeah.
regardless.
What's not Philly?
Look, I can't wait for the Philly City Connect. I cannot, trust
I
me.
know.
I
Wait,
can't
they still
wait.
haven't come out with it?
No. No.
Only
they still-
14 have come
Yeah,
out.
we still
the
have
Orioles
over
still
half of the
haven't
league.
come out, have they?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, we'll
Nor
get
have
to
the
them.
Mets.
Yeah,
Nor have the Yankees. Nor
exactly.
have
So like half the ones I
20-something
actually
teams.
know haven't
Yeah.
come out.
They'll come out by the time we're in our 40s. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
or me in my 50s.
Right, right. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh my.
What other city? Because some of them weren't bad. The San Diego one was
What about,
fire.
well, what about the basketball ones? There was some cool ones there too.
Atlanta was pretty cool from what I remember.
Oh, you're just gonna ignore me. Okay, cool. Go ahead.
No, that's what I'm saying. The Atlanta Hawks.
Oh, okay.
I didn't like the Sixers, but we're doing positivity.
I like the well, no, because you knew it was Philly though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's you don't put a paragraph on the front
Plus,
of a
it
tank
looks
top.
terrible on the
Oh,
court.
here
The
we
court
go.
looks cool, but when you see it on the player, it looks even worse.
Mhm.
I
But-
like the rose ones. Those were cool.
Yeah. Washington, because that came out around the same time as the City Connect.
Yeah.
Because they were doing it because it was during the
Cherry blossom time.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah, those Washington hit a home run, and as we said at the time, why DC United hasn't done a cherry blossom kit is
Right.
You're the ones who should be doing that.
Yep.
You guys should have been at the forefront.
Right. You should have led the fucking charge.
But now you're behind.
Yeah. Good job.
Baseball.
I was just
You're
about you
behind
let
the
baseball
times.
beat you to that shit.
Wow.
Selfishly, even though we haven't seen them yet or seen what they're going to do, whether it's a complete carbon copy or a modern refresh, the Kelly Greens are coming back in April, and I can't wait. They'll
Yep.
come back next year. I'm sure they'll come out in April or May, the
I
reveal.
wonder if the
I
the
can't
word
wait.
mark will change.
Yeah, again? Yeah, because it already has, and we're still wearing the same shit on our current jerseys. But the Eagles Kelly Green coming back has me fucking geeked. My absolute favorite thing that's brand new this year, though, if I had to pick off the top of my head, would probably be the Panthers reverse retros.
Oh man, yeah.
Those need to be the full-time gimmick.
Seriously.
Like,
I vaguely don't remember this shit.
if you have the first of all, if you're a hockey team in Florida, you have to your gear should connote Florida. And that's why I'm about to look it up right now. Those to me, it looks like fucking Florida. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It doesn't help that
Oh, are
they're-
those the ones? I think it was like the it had like a surfboard or something like that.
no, it's got here, I'll pull it up right now. Of course, it's literally pulling up everything but reverse retro jersey. Fuck you, Google.
Conveniently. Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I remember those. Okay.
They look like Florida. The
Yeah.
logo's cool as shit. You have a fucking skull and crossbones gimmick with a sun and a palm tree and a hockey stick.
Yeah, it's cool.
And it's light blue. It looks like Florida, dude.
Yeah.
I would rock the fuck out of one of those. I hope that's what they're wearing when we go on our roadie.
Yeah, dude.
I don't think so because they're probably going to be wearing the whites, but those are fucking cool. And that's definitely on the list of if they're able to do it for the next, whenever the fuck the next sweater transaction happens, whenever we get our first ones.
Sometime in 2023,
Yeah,
supposedly.
fully. Knock on wood.
I'm going to give a nod to the Sun City Connect here because I trashed it. Well, I didn't trash it when it came out. I was like, I had reservations. I hated the way the logo looked.
Right.
But like we said with where Philly, you see the city of brotherly loves on the court, and it's like, ugh. The Suns put theirs on the court. Oh my God, it looks great.
Yeah.
It looks so great with like the like it's an entire blue getup. You kind of ignore the fact that the sun is kind of just a boring sun.
Right.
It looks really, really good all together. So,
And that's the thing about the NBA with the city jerseys is it's like, or the city editions, is the court really puts it over the top.
mm-hmm.
You know, and that's one of the underrated things that a lot of teams don't do in the NFL, especially when you're wearing throwbacks. I mean, the Browns did it this year when they put the elf at midfield, but like you got to gimmick out the entire thing,
Yeah.
or it doesn't feel
A lot of us were very confused on the elf.
right. Like at that point, it's just like you're throwing laundry out there. You have to get the whole thing. You have to go all in with it, Otherwise, it doesn't feel completely nostalgic.
That's why the Spectrums last year were so great.
So fucking
that
good,
court
dude.
looked amazing.
Yeah, same with the Boathouse Rose the year before. And I think that's what it was with the Sixers, was like, it's impossible. Those two were so fucking killer and so spot on that it was tough to beat those, man. Or it was tough to redo that momentum 3 years in a row.
Yeah. Well, especially the
So-
Suns did the Valley 2 years in a row. We did
Right.
the Valley the year they went to the chip. And then there's the next year they were like, we'll just do the Valley again. It's like, okay, well,
Yeah, but
the
it's
Valleys were cool.
yeah, it's also like cool. We get another year of these, and these are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The statements that they put out this year too. Again, I gave it a lot of grief because they went just airport code. They look killer on the court. They look good on the player, which is
Yeah.
the most important thing.
The thing
It
I have
is.
grief about is why do all of Atlanta's gear have ATL on it? And like, I was
I
like,
know.
Very
wait,
high
does
on
Baltimore have that? No, they don't have BWI. Why?
Yeah.
Is ATL fun to say?
I think that's kind of what it is it's become like such a thing to
You guys don't go PHL represent
no,
like.
no, we don't, and that's I think that's become a pop culture thing down there too, and it's weird that that's what they latch on to, but it's like
IED represent.
yeah, like especially on the Falcons, it's like if you're gonna do it on the Hawks, for example, that's one thing, because on a basketball gimmick you don't have as much real estate to work with. It certainly doesn't look great having the city of brotherly love all written crammed in there.
I loved it.
But I know you did. I know you did. But that's what ATL's meant for, not the front of a fucking Falcons jersey.
Yeah. Ugh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's already bad enough having words on the front of a football jersey.
Yeah.
You want to know what
gotta-
I
yeah.
hate more than that? Numbers on the helmet.
Oh, ugh. Gross.
Yeah.
Oh,
College teams and the pros.
let me just throw out one more cheat thing. I know we threw the entirety of the XFL under the bus already, but I
Yes.
wanted to, speaking to numbers on the helmet, the Houston Roughnecks helmet debacle. Remember that thing?
Which one was that again?
So that's the one that's the Texas flag, essentially. It's like all
Oh,
three colors of the
yeah.
flag, and then it's got the numbers on one side, and it's
It's split into thirds. It has
Yeah.
the blue star on one side and then the white and the red part of the flag on the other. What in the fuck?
Ew.
I did like the Navy uniforms with the NASA stuff. That was cool.
Yes,
Those were cool as shit.
Very cool.
Those were cool.
And if Navy didn't do the NASA thing, Armies would have been pretty cool too.
Can we
yeah.
talk about the Army, just the fail on the pants though?
Oh,
The entire let's gradient to regradient it. It's like
Yeah.
it was cool until you put dude's midsection in the photo, and,
And
then
it was
they're
like
not cool
white
anymore.
pants.
Right, and it's like it gradiented to the pants, and then the pants gradient to the same color that the jersey was, and it's like
It was literally nothing on the pants. They didn't even have a stripe. It was just that color.
yeah, like what are we going for? I guess maybe you know what they're going for. Maybe Army, we get dirty.
So
So-
according to the comment section, that was it was a tank. There was something about a tank. I don't remember the exact
Well, I
wording.
figured
Okay.
that with the dirt, but why
Yeah.
didn't they do the gradient down? But like, because you're not like it's not like it's just one puddle. Like you're gonna have like I don't know. I just
They were
Gradient is almost never worth it.
It's
It's rare that gradient gets pulled off well.
and it has to
Yeah.
be small. Like I don't know if you like doing drastic gradient never looks good.
right. If you do a little thing, a small stripe of it here or there, whatever, that's fine. But it can't be a whole. It can't look like a FUBU jersey you'd buy in Marshalls in 2003. It just that's not supposed to happen. It shouldn't look like something some dude's wearing in the hall of a high school.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
not on a fucking professional
Mine is, it just
fucking field of some sorts on a TV. What the fuck?
Yep.
All right, so I want to throw out before we wrap this up. I want to throw out one more thing that shocked me because it was like middle of the pack when the reverse retros came out, and then I want to see if you guys have something similar. The Cholera Avs, their reverse retro 2.0 was okay. Like it was very middle of the pack when we did it on the show.
Yeah.
It was like yellow and blue, and like there's
Yeah.
just an A or something.
Yep.
Oh,
Look-
I remember now. Yep.
Looks great on the ice.
It does look very good. A lot of those reverse retros do have that effect. There was one that I saw that I can't remember that I had the same thing when they posted photos of it. I was like, you know what? It's not that bad than just having it thrown on a model
Was it
that's
the Flames?
lined up with the other. Huh? Fuck
No
God,
chance.
no.
There's
Not
nothing
with
that's
the
gonna-
gift
no,
bow.
Nope.
I don't remember. You know what I've come around on, though?
If he says the Flyers pants,
No, the Cooperalls. And I think I had this 30 out of 32 when we ranked him. I've come around on Johnny Canuck a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't love it, But the Vancouver Canucks reverse retro where they had the dude up there, you loved them.
Sure. Yep.
And they had the blue and the green. Those aren't as bad. I've very
Is that
much
the dude
softened
that was
on
like
them.
sideways like this?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I've softened on them, but I think for me that's more
I actually
hatred.
did like those. It was green and blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And white. Yeah, it's because they didn't do the flying skate, and that's my favorite hockey sweater of all time. And it's just like I want that back in my life, not just as an alternate. It's the Kelly Greens.